these last days. Mine's always a trip.
Hello, everyone. Do you know that song? It's such a good song, yeah? By Datu. They're So, I've learned these last 3 years that you literally don't need to know anything or anyone at all in order to be successful. I know that sounds really crazy, but allow me to explain. So 3 years ago, me and my partner Jerome both left our 9-to-5 jobs in order to start a business together called Cambio & Co. Cambio & Co is an ethical fashion company based in Toronto. You should follow us, we're awesome. We work with socially conscious brands and Filipino artisan communities from all across the Philippines in order to share the beauty of Filipino craftsmanship and the beauty of our heritage. But 3 years ago when we started, it was a completely different story. I don't even know how it started, but essentially when we began, we didn't have any experience in marketing or retail or fashion. We didn't even know what to sell, starting a fashion company. We started off selling hair scrunchies and like greeting cards, and it was really like a mess. It's kind of embarrassing when I look back at photos. But that's what it was. When we started, I was 25 years old. I was working my first full-time job out of school in human resources, and I actually studied animal biology in university. So, any other animal biologists? So we really didn't know much starting out, and we didn't know many people. I was born in Bulacan. My family moved to Canada when I was really young, and I grew up in a mostly white suburb of Toronto. I didn't know many Filipinos my age. I didn't speak Filipino. I didn't even know anything about life in the Philippines or that there was Mindanao or Visayas. Like seriously, I didn't know anything. And in our first year of business, when we initially began contacting people to work with us, most people didn't take us seriously because why the fuck would they? Who are these people? And I'm not trying to make this sound harder than it was. I really don't need to try to make it sound hard because it was really fucking hard. But the funny thing is, I literally wouldn't change a single thing about the last 3 years because more important than knowledge or experience or even network, these last 3 years gave me something far more valuable. These last 3 years gave me grit. These last 3 years taught me about what hardship is and what that really feels like. And I learned that from these last 3 years that hardship is inherently something that's Filipino. Because grit is something I witnessed time and again in my parents who struggle to make ends meet as immigrants in a new country. Grit is something I witnessed time and again in the Filipino entrepreneurs we work with who lack access to resources and capital, yet they're still striving to make world-class businesses that are socially responsible at the same time. And grit is something I see in our Filipino artisans working in their communities who struggle with poverty and inequality and massive injustice on a day-to-day basis, but they do what they have to do because they just have to survive. That's what grit is. These last 3 years, I learned how to not take no for an answer or to stop taking no for an answer. I learned how to not back down, especially when things got hard. And I learned that if other people are not willing to make space or opportunities for me, that I was the one who had to make those opportunities for myself and for others. So you see, success has nothing to do with what you know or who you know. The only relevant question is, are you willing to figure it out?
Yes.
So, sisters, let's all be okay with not knowing. Because we're all here just trying to figure things out together. Thank you.